What are you waiting for? How dare I think that I can do something bigger? How dare I think that? What I wanted to focus on in this episode of Hey Stella podcast is trying not to put on the face that everybody is probably doing in everyday life in order to show a perfect satisfaction with what we are. And as I was traveling from New York, a long trip, sometimes when you're tired, you let go of the facade that you try to keep on as a human being to please yourself, or to give the impression that everything is perfect and there are no thoughts of doubt or fear or so many other things. But something happened due to the sleepless night on the plane and then getting to the hotel, being too wired up to sleep. Clarity, a moment of clarity. I'm questioning as I am looking outside from my balcony, and I have the most beautiful view of the Nile River. And at the same time, feeling like I was having a panic attack. My heart started to beat so fast and then it skipped beats. And I was actually here by myself in the room and I was thinking, please God, I actually was praying to God, which I should do much more than I usually do. Praying to God to not let me have a heart attack in a foreign country. And I got such a aha moment. All of a sudden, I realized that being in a place and having experiences such as this one, being in a country that's as beautiful with people who are really wonderful, enjoying that can also leave room to feel dissatisfied. Not necessarily dissatisfied with anything that's exterior, but dissatisfied with myself. Does that mean that I'm wrong in the way that I'm thinking? The expectations that we put on ourselves are to, in this environment, feel completely 100% happy and excited to be here. You can have those feelings, but at the same time, you can also have the opposite feelings. The contrary feelings and the conflict between those two things, which are completely the opposite, are what make human beings beautiful. When I work on a character with artists, I always emphasize the importance of having the conflict, the inner conflict. If you do not have contrary ideas, if you do not have contrary feelings, nobody wants to watch that character for more than a few minutes, because we can identify watching that character not to be a complex whole being. And I was sitting in the room and I was appreciating everything around me, but at the same time, I felt like crying, but I wasn't crying. It was one of those rare moments where I did not cry. Usually, I am so mechanically trained to be able to cry whenever something is happening within me, whenever something scares me, whenever doubts appear, I go to crying. But this time there was no crying. I think because I was so tired, the mechanical way of the way that I do things and I release the fear or the doubt was not there. I didn't go to crying, and that led me to kneel down next to my bed in the hotel and to pray to God for the first time in a very long time. That also led me to believe that I am a stronger person, a much stronger person than what I think I am. And that also led me to believe that on top of the doubt and on top of the fear, there's also greatness. There's also a place within me that's still confident. And that confidence was revealed through the fear. The confidence that I tapped into and the greatness inside of me that I tapped into. And now that I'm saying those things, I already feel arrogant for saying those things, because I'm already thinking, oh, the people that are going to be listening to this or watching this are going to think, what an arrogant human being she is. Who does she think she is? And I am saying, I am. I am confident and I am great. And everybody else is, because that's inherited in us. We have that. I haven't even began. I haven't even begun. I don't know which one is correct, but I don't care. We have all of those beautiful gifts inside of us as people that we have to tap into much more often than we tap into the doubts and the fears. I think I had one of those moments, and I know people might probably think, or they won't, but see how I'm automatically going to, people are going to think that I'm crazy, that I'm having this existential crisis, it's okay. If that's what I'm having, that's what I'm having. I just am so tired of putting on the face and the facade where it's like, hi, this is me. I'm so tired from it. I'm tired of a lifetime of putting on the facade, of presenting myself in a way that's going to always ask for approval. I'm physically, emotionally, psychologically exhausted. I've had it with doing what the expectations are. And I pray and I hope that I have the strength and I have the bravery and I have the greatness that I have discovered and I have been able to tap into so much deeper to keep me going and to not wait for the right moment to come to do the great thing that I've always wanted to do. I am always searching for people. Do you see that I know what I'm talking about? Do you understand that what I'm saying is of importance, not only to you as a director or as an actor or as a playwright, but as a human being? Do you understand that? I can't even tell you. It was just one of those moments that I am going to carry with me and I am going to lean on anytime that I want to go back to my small life. Yeah, I put pictures out when I travel. Let me put a picture so I can show everybody that I'm traveling, so I can show everybody that I'm being invited to go to international festivals. Let me put this picture out. Let me put this picture out. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that for? And I'm staying within these kind of safe. Let me wait for somebody else who's great and who has the capacity and the confidence that's going to take me there. Let me speak to this person who's going to give me the permission, who's going to say, yes, you can do all those things. Yes, you are great enough to be able to do those things. There's no such person, because no matter how many people come from outside, no matter how many people are going to tell you that over and over again, it's not going to feel within you. You're not going to earn it unless you get to process it, unless you get to feel it, unless you get to experience it, and go for it. How much longer am I going to wait to be able to feel that I'm prepared to be able to take myself to the next level? When? I'm going to wait another 10 years? Am I going to be here another 10 years? I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. Why should we not do what we know with the doubt and with the fear underneath? Because it's got to be underneath. Those have to be underneath for the greatness and the confidence to be able to maintain. What am I waiting for? What are you waiting for? Do you need someone to tell you something to think of yourself as a great person? What do you need? I already know what I need. I don't need for myself to get the approval, or at least I know now how to get to that place inside of myself to depend on, to be able to take this work to the next level, to be able to take myself to the next level. All these small steps, small steps, small steps, so as not to fall. Take a leap and do whatever you want to do. It's okay to say that you are confident, and it's okay to say that you are great. So if you're not appreciating it, if you're going to keep quiet about it because you want to be polite and you don't want to make people find you arrogant, to go on to do those things that you know inside of yourself that you are capable of doing, go be bold